And rescues do not allow cats not to get spayed and neutered. It is mandatory. Their whole purpose is to make sure the cats are healthy and not going to breed and have a wonderful home with their new adopters. She is a very good mama. This is not her first rodeo, you could tell. She came from a hoarding situation that had 4 other pregnant queens and 22 other kittens. 8 of those kittens Shar has right now that had upper respiratory and other problems, and she has brought them back to health. And I think they're on their 2nd vaccination, and they were fixed. So they have one more vaccination before adoption time.
They have their 2nd vaccination this next week.
So in about a month or so, they'll be able to be adopted out. Oh, it looks like we're ready for another baby. Yeah, we don't know her blood type. So what happened is with the hoarding situation, every cat and kitten that came in had some sort of medical problem. So the cats and kittens that had the most severe problems went to the vet. Some of them did not come back from the vet. But this one was completely healthy other than being pregnant and the fleas and the parasites. Ear mites and parasites. Yeah, the parasites. But the other 8 that she's fostering now had everything from upper respiratory to eye lacerations to the mites to parasites. There's some worm videos if you want to look at our TikTok. All of the money that you guys donate and gifts, or if you want to go to our Amazon and send some needs like food and things, will go directly to the cats. There's no personal items. They're all cat related. Thank you for the gift. Shauna, thank you. And if you want to subscribe, feel free to. Thank you, Gabby. We appreciate the ice creams and the flowers and the hand hearts. She's still in labor. Yes, she is. She has 3 out so far. 3 healthy babies. And they look like tuxedo-ish, cow patty tuxedos. I haven't seen them completely, so I don't know if they have that perfect tux, that cute little tux, or if they're just the patties.
She's got at least 2 right there.
Yeah, she's definitely having more babies. White one? Oh, yeah. So that white thing connected to that dark line, that's her foot, guys.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so that white thing that looks, that whole thing, that's mama foot.
Yep,
that's not a baby. So she's out. She has baby number 3. This is for education, Bubbles. So people understand how cat birth works, as well as to get your cat spayed and neutered so the cat population doesn't increase. No, we're not vets. She is a foster for a rescue as well as her own coalition, so she works with multiple rescues and takes on the cases that are hard. The ones that are critical care, the ones that don't make it, and the ones that usually rescues put down. So if you don't want to watch a live stream, we can escort you out or you can leave. But this is for education, so people know what happens during a birth and why it is important to get your cat spayed and neutered. She has 3 kittens out. Yeah, we're not veterinarians. But they are under a veterinarian's care. All rescues have veterinarians. Yep, they absolutely need to. So if this cat was out in the wild with every animal, every mammal, where's the education? Wow, the rudeness for the education too. Wow. I don't know if that was directed towards me or somebody else, but we can escort you out there. So,
guys, definitely stay positive.
It's a positive stream.
This was the baby's birthday, so we want to make it a happy time.
We don't know how long the next one is. It could be seconds, it could be minutes, it could be hours, it could be 2 to 3 days. But I'm going to say she's probably going to have it pretty quick.
And just to let you know, I'm not accepting other joiners. The only ones that are going to be actually in the window there is Dystress or any of my moderators. And that's it. I'm limiting it to just that. So you can send the request, but it's going to get ignored. So just as an FYI, not that I wouldn't want to talk to you, but not during this time.
Yeah, much licking. Well, that stimulates the baby to move and to increase circulation throughout the body, is what the licking does. As well as it starts to stimulate them to go to the bathroom. But really, so think about it. The mom's in the wild under a tree or wherever she feels safe. And she probably hasn't eaten because she's a wild baby. She's a wild kitten. The placenta provides the nourishment, but also it makes the cat eat the placenta and stimulate the baby's body to, become pink and stimulate them to breathe and stimulate their digestive tract down there to start to urinate. So we're increasing circulation throughout the body. So that's kind of what happens. So she's getting the nourishment and she's helping that baby become alive. And that's, that's nature. So that is nature. Are they latching at the milk bar?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Good. Good.
About making sure everything's okay.
She's had 3 so far, so she's working on it. I'm sure she'll eat the placenta that's hanging out there.
I don't know if she will or not. She seems like she's like, it's kind of below the temperature that I prefer, and that's fine. It'll get tossed.
Yeah, she doesn't have to eat them,
no,
but she can. It's an option. How often do the kittens eat? As often as possible.
And here's where I'm in a dilemma. I would like to get that pad out from underneath her and put a fresh one, but I don't know how important it really is, other than, to me, it's like, okay, cleanliness, but she doesn't care about cleanliness. I do.
Yeah. I don't think it really matters. I've seen a couple of others that they just rotate. They don't even have a cage set up. They just rotate around bed, around the camera, and they don't pull the stuff out.
Yeah, see, and I've got one more that she's on. I ended up ripping them out just to get them outside of the camera view, but it all works.
Yep. So she's doing good. She's cleaning the babies. They're latching. She's cleaning the babies. So far, they're cow colored or tuxedo cat colored. But don't worry, guys. You'll be able to see exactly what they look like probably every day until they are adopted out. So for about 4 months, 4 to 5 months, who knows?
I will be posting, I'll take parts of the live down and post that as well, just so you can get a different perspective-ish.
The last one was born about 10 minutes ago.
Thank you. I don't have a clock in here.
So she's doing good. She's doing really good. She had 3 quick ones. She might slow down a little bit, and then she'll come back and have some more. Story behind this mom is that she was in a hoarding situation. So the stream that you're watching now is a foster coalition that works with rescues. She takes in the critical care cats, the ones that don't make it, the ones that usually rescues put down because they are so far gone. She'll give them that last ditch effort, just to try to give them some life. So the hoarding situation that this cat Peekaboo was in, there was 4 pregnant queens like her and 22 other cats, and they were not really being fed, and they all had ailments, anywhere between eye lacerations, upper respiratory, ringworm, fleas, everything, ear mites, you name it, they had it. So some of them were euthanized, didn't come back from the vet, and some of them we got to take in. There's 8 downstairs that are recovering and are fixed and are vaccinated. They're having 2 more vaccinations before they'll be adopted out. The rescue does the adoptions, not the host. So you'll have a small background check, and hopefully that you live in Washington, you'll be able to adopt them. Some cats are feral and they don't want to be touched. They don't want to be dealt with. And some cats are depending on people. They want that affection. They want the pets.
Yeah,
so
she's been purring and so happy.
She might need a little extra soothing. She was in a hoarding situation, a very bad place. So yeah, if you live in Washington, definitely follow the host. And on our Instagram, you can go to her Beacon page, go to her Instagram, and you can message her and say that you're interested. She has lots of cats. She has 8 kittens from the hoarding situation that look a lot like Peekaboo, that pretty striped pattern. And they're all named after how you train your dragon. So we got Toothless and Tough Nut and Rough Nut. And then we also have a couple of kittens from a different situation that came in with ringworm that should probably be up for adoption relatively soon.
Yeah, very soon.
And then we have some adult cats as well that are up for adoption. So with rescues, you never know what's going to come in. You can have, your common short hair, long hair domestic cats, or sometimes breeders will say, you know what, I'm done breeding. Take my cats. I don't want them. So she actually has some doll-faced Persians from the rescue that a breeder came in with. So there's some doll-faced Persians as well on her page, or on the rescues page. You never know what's going to come in. She's had purebred Tonkinese come in from breeders, so you never know. Just always rescue the cats. Don't ever let them get to the point where they're going to have babies. And don't buy them. Don't buy them from a breeder. A lot of times rescues do have purebred cats if you want a purebred cat, but they will all be spayed and neutered. So they will never be able to have babies again. But if you just want a specific, I've always wanted this breed and whatever, check out all the rescues because sometimes they do get those in.
I've yet to see a Sphinx.
Yeah, I haven't either.
My coworker has a couple of them, but I've never seen any in the rescues.
Yeah, Oriental polydactyls. I think Shara's had a couple of polydactyls.
Come in. Not.
No?
No.
Kim has. Kim has had them.
Rescue has, the main rescue, but I personally have not. I've also seen those that are born with swimmer's syndrome. I know how to handle it, but I've never yet actually had one.
Follow Mo. She's one of the moderators here. She has a cat community. She is a 501c3. If anybody is considering starting up their own community or cat community or wanting to get into trap release, Mo can probably help you out.
Excellent resource.
But keep in mind, guys, fosters do this as a labor of love. This is not a paid job. This isn't like, hey, I love animals. I'm going to, get a paycheck for helping out cats. This is, I love animals. I'm using my own time. The rescue provides food and litter and vaccinations and spay and neuter and a couple of other things, but it does not give you a paycheck. So if you have a heart and you're just like, I want to be a part of, a cat or a dog or another animal's life. I want to make sure they are, well and healthy and can be adopted out to somebody that can give them a forever home, then do that. But if you're like, I do love animals and I want a paycheck, don't do it because you're not going to get a paycheck out of it. This is just 100% labor of love.
Thank you for the gifts, Tyler.
Thank you for the subs. I see a couple of new subs. Thank you and welcome. Hi.
Oh, guys, thank you so much.
And thank you for the gifts. Yeah, it's a labor of love and it's rewarding. Exactly. Your horse rescue is a 50c3. Oh, that's amazing. It's just a wonderful feeling to be giving back to animals that you love and to see them flourish and to also see them get adopted out and know that they're in a safe place for living the rest of their life.
And one thing that I tell people when they do adopt any of the cats that are in my house that I've been fostering is that you're required to send me updates. It's called Perfect Life.
Shar is pretty attached to her cats because she is a critical care. She wants to make sure, some of them are on death's doorstep, like really on death's doorstep. So to bring them back to the point of living, she wants to make sure that the adopters are going to, love them forever and not just be like, oh, I kind of want a cat. I just want to see how it is to have a cat and not care. She's going to have more babies. So she has 3 out. She has more in the belly. And so far, most of them look like a tuxedo-ish pattern, or the black and white. When Mama gets done bathing them, maybe we can get a little bit of a shot, see what they look like.
I'm just waiting patiently because I'm not going to get interfering with that. Once she probably starts going to labor again, I'll borrow one of the babies and make sure I've got the right weights down and everything.